Let's just turn it down real quick. Get the music going. The mic is on. How are we doing, people? Sorry for the technical difficulties. The scheduled stream is on, but it didn't want to start, so I've had to start up a new one. Let's turn that off. Welcome to the stream, everybody. I hope you're all doing well. What's up, SORUK and chat? Hello, everybody. Welcome all to the stream. CML Motorsport, Captain Nut. Welcome to the stream. 10 of you already in here. Thank you all for tuning in. We did not expect to get this many people this early on, but yeah, had a couple technical difficulties. I hope you can hear me all right. But we are joined by 3 guests, and I will now get them unmuted in Discord. Hello, everybody. How are we all doing? And there's no response. There we go.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
We are
I don't know
live.
if who's live or not.
Yeah, we are live. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the chat. And I am joined by 3 special guests. We are joined by Riley.
I'm special now. Hello.
We are joined by Mr. Stokesy himself, Ashley Stokes.
Hello, everyone. Hope everyone's doing all right.
And we are joined by Mason, the Speedway guy.
Well, I wouldn't really call me special, but yeah.
Well, no comment. But anyways, we are here to talk about the BriSCA F1 World Final coming up this weekend. And there's a lot to talk about, whether it's drivers, the grids, the cars, and many other storylines and things that, you know, has been announced during these last few months, especially this last week or so, because there has been a lot. So where should we start, guys? Shall we start with the grid?
Yeah, we can do.
Yeah, let's start with the grid. So for you guys that haven't seen, we've got 36 drivers that are meant to be qualified for it. Currently 28 already qualified. There are 8 that can go through this weekend. We got a Consolation semi-final. We got 2 people that can qualify via that, the top 2, and we got a bunch of overseas drivers that will be taking part tomorrow in a time trial to determine their grid position. Sorry, I'm stuttering a lot. I don't know what to say, but yeah, we got,
because we're all new to this. That's
yeah, we're a bit unprofessional. This is our first time doing it, but yeah, we've got a stacked grid this year. We got Tom Harris obviously on the front row. Where else would he be? And we have got, for the second time in his career, Matt Newson alongside. And we have a lot of opinions on these two. Riley, what do you think is going to happen between these two off the start of the World Final?
Bit of back and forth, I think. We're definitely going to get 2 starts. There's going to be a complete restart at the start because that's what happens at World Finals. So Matt has 2 attempts to try and get through to the lead on turn 1. I think it mainly depends on row 2 what happens with these 2 into turn 1. I'm not going to lie. So I say it's up to Frank and Finn into turn
1. Ash, Mason, have you got any predictions on what could happen at the front of the field off the start?
Yeah, Tom's getting punted.
There you go.
I was going to say,
He comes to bias thing.
So before I embarrass myself, people, I am quite new to the stock car family. Obviously, I come from bangers, so I'm very fresh and new with this. But I honestly think Tom is going to get sent first bend straight away.
He's on the light side.
Yeah, honestly.
What's going to happen is, obviously, because he's got the roof that everyone's like that, they're all there for. Frank's going to put him in. And I don't want to say it, but I think Matt Newson might get caught up with it.
Yeah,
it depends on Matt's start, I won't lie, because he's got 3 options that he could actually do. Get ahead of Tom, which isn't a good idea. slot behind Tom, which depends on Frank, or slot behind Frank and then put them both in. But
honestly,
you don't know how this is going to work.
I think Matt is in the worst place you can possibly be, but
I say Finn is in worse. But
okay. I mean, I don't know, because I think Frank is going to absolutely send it into Tom Harris into turn one. He's going to send him out into the wall. Matt's going to get hooked up with Tom into the wall because he'll be alongside him. And then Finn Sargent, I think, might just skirt through if he gets a bit of luck, if the Dutch behind him don't get in the well. Sorry, overseas drivers. We do have quite a lot of different nations in this World Final, so it's not just Dutch this year, although there is a lot of them. A lot of competitive ones as well, but we'll get onto that in a bit.
Quickly, James, someone in the chat's put, I think Ferrers could win. That comes from the back again.
Yeah, so. It's 12 years to the day, so who knows since he did it, because it's the same track. It's 12 years to the day. Lee is incredible around Skeg. He was very good at UK Speed Weekend, probably in the top 2 for the fastest drivers at that weekend, behind Matt Newson, obviously, because Matt was on rails. But yeah, hopefully Lee can get into the World Final and solidify his spot. I think it will be good.
I mean,
he will.
He starts on pole in the Consolation semi.
Yeah, that is an advantage.
Saying that Matt deserves the gold.
Oh yes, he does.
More than anyone on the grid, he deserves the gold. But
23 years.
Forget a World Final.
23 years without a title, you know, that can't last forever. He's got to break the camel's back, and I think this is his best opportunity to do so at Skeg. His car was flying at UK Speed Weekend. If he can get a good start, if he can not take any damage, if he can run away, or at least give Tom a hard time, which I honestly think he will do, because Tom's in a brand new car, he has to get used to it and all that. It will be interesting.
Here comes the newbie.
So Matt's never won any championship, right?
He's raced 23 years, never won a title.
Not a major title, anyway.
Never won a major.
He's never won a major.
I don't think he's won a little one, has he? I might be wrong there.
He's won memorials and stuff like that.
He won World Masters in 2022, if that's a title.
I mean, yeah, but he's never won a major that like changes your roof.
In 2018, he was leading the British, got taken out last bend. 2019, leading the British, got taken out on the last bend. 2014, leading the World Final. Then the track went dry, so he just wasn't on the pace.
So he's basically had James luck then.
Yeah, 2007, I think he was leading quite a lot.
Yeah, he was leading a lot until 5 to go, and then Stuart Smith got by.
Yeah. I see Rick Lenson would be a good win. Yeah, good Dutch win.
Yeah, Rick Lenson's good at Skeg. He was flying at UK Speed Weekend.
That's not even his car, as well. It's his brother's, I think.
I mean,
Carl put in the chat, he was saying, I think most people in the stadium wouldn't mind if Matt won. He deserves a bit of luck.
Matt wins, the whole stadium's erupting.
Bloody hell, 30 people watching. I did not expect this. Thank you, everybody. But yeah.
All I can say is Tom Harris wins, we riot.
Right, so here's the bias here, because some people like Tom.
Yeah, let's not start a riot in chat.
There's some people that love Tom and there's some people that hate Tom.
Yeah.
Because obviously how good he is and how much he wins. I think that's the reason why most people don't like him.
I do honestly think though, although Tom is very good, he adapts to a new car very quickly. This is his first time driving this car, so
and he's never won a tarmac World Final.
Nope, he's on the back foot a little bit here. Although he is on the inside. He knows how to adapt to a car. He can get well around Skeg. Matt Newson on the outside with a rapid car that he's had plenty of experience and plenty of wins in already. I think Matt has the upper foot, but it is pretty close to being level. Tom could very easily get away at the front, or his car will have new car gremlins and it will change things up. But we will have to see. I think it will be very interesting to see how those front 2 rows get on, because Finn Sargent up there, he's very good around Skeg. He's very good in championship races. We've seen this before with the British last year at Hennesford. Sometimes he isn't quite on the pace with most of the other superstars or red tops or anybody, but around Skeg recently he has been brilliant, and in championship races, big races, he knows how to excel, and that's what he did in that semi-final at Kings Lynn. He was very good. So will the championship pace come back for Finn Sargent tonight? Not tonight, Saturday. Or will something else happen? We'll have to see. But Frankie Wayman alongside him as well. I mean, what more can you say? The man's the GOAT.
Can we just quickly say from Chris in the chat, how about Paul Harrison, last world final win going? Can everyone move aside, please? Let Paul win. Thank you. That's from me. Special request. And my mother.
Yeah, Paul Harrison. We would
Special request.
we would love a good result for Paul in his final world final. I think that'd be absolutely brilliant. I think we'd all love that. To be fair,
Especially from my side, please.
Yeah.
Please.
I mean, I would love that as well, because the first F1 meeting I went to, I got a poster off of him. So that was
40 years. What a career.
Yeah, the boy has done it all. He's done it all. I mean,
the only thing he hasn't won is the points, I believe, the silver.
Yeah, but I think. Yeah, because I think he was in with a shout of doing it in 2011, but then Craig
stole.
He was
like 95 or something. He was like leading for a long time, but then Frank, Andy, and Lund they're too good. What can you say about them? But could potentially his last ever race.
I mean, it will be a true fairy tale ending if Paul Harrison can get a podium in his last world final.
A podium win.
Yeah, well, win as well, maybe.
People in the live, guys, by the way.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, this is insane. But yeah, who else have we got on the grid? Let's talk about the first.
Quickly say, James. Yeah, we need to bring this up as quick as possible, in my opinion.
Yeah.
We've got one special overseas driver on the grid this year.
Oh, yeah.
I was going to say that.
From America. Thomas Meserol.
Yeah, Thomas Meserol.
USAC midgets, outlaw midgets. I think he does some sprint cars as well. He could. I mean, he's not. Let's face it. He won't win, in my opinion, because it's first time in the car. But
well,
I wouldn't be surprised if he's not last.
You've got to think though, Riley.
The contact, no.
You've got to
I
think.
don't know who he is.
You've got to think though, Riley. He has also dabbled in Silver Crown cars, which do race on asphalt. So he does have a bit of tarmac experience there. He'll be all right. I think he'll be all right, but
I don't think he'll get last. That's for sure.
I was going to say, has he even been on tarmac a lot? Because I swear he's mainly been on like dirt and shale.
Yeah, he's mainly a dirt
driver. He tried to
driver.
get into NASCAR, I think, in his early years.
This whole bit is your area. I don't know anything about
America. Me and James watch American racing more than you two. So.
Yeah, but no, I think the best tarmac experience he has to show for is his Silver Crown experience. I don't know how much he raced of them, but I think that will help him a little bit. But it also comes down to the contact aspect, because that is something he will not be used to.
I'll be surprised if he's last in time trials. That's all I'm going to say. I'll be surprised if he's last.
I was going to say, if he's quick enough and he can get away, I think he'll do all right. But if he gets punted and shoved too much, I don't think he's going to be able to handle it.
It's all about
I think he's going to panic too much, yeah.
Then again, we have seen times where Americans have been good in the UK. I know this is a shale example, but 2013 F1 World Final, you had Josh Pelkey from the United States racing the F1. He almost won the Grand National on the overseas meeting, but sadly got done on the last bend. But he was good. And we could see a similar thing here with Thomas. He has plenty of experience, and I think with that car under him, which is a good car, I think he could do some bits. He could do more than we expect.
I was going to say, it is nice to see that other people from other countries that don't even know about stock cars is actually coming in and starting to actually give it a go. I know this might be a bit off topic, but it's the same with bangers. Like I think it was last year or the year before we had an American guy drive bangers and give it a go.
Yeah. He was with James Ellis, wasn't he?
Yeah.
So it's good to see that we are getting some Americans giving our sport to go.
Well, with King Slim next year, who's had a lot of dirt practice, who drives 410s, might as well bring Kyle Larson over.
I mean,
yeah. Yeah.
The Teslas will do bits
next year. Talk to Kyle. Get Kyle Larson over for the final.
Yeah, that would be sick. But yeah, there are a lot of interesting names out there. But let's talk about the third row on the World Final grid, the overseas drivers. Who do we reckon, out of all these Dutch, New Zealand, and American drivers, who do we think is going on that front overseas row?
Let Ash comment.
I would have said Yelly Tesla, but he's not even booked in.
Mason, check the Discord.
No, exactly.
Check the Discord. Look in pictures and look at the World Final grid. It says on the right all the overseas drivers that have to do the time trial.
And Chris in the chat, Consolation semi-finals, race 1. Then there's this heat after, a saloon heat. Then race 4 is the championship of the world.
Yeah. But
are you on about the Consolation or the actual...
Consolation semi-final, the first race of the day. Two drivers from that go to the World Final.
We'll get to that very shortly, but first let's talk about some more drivers. Let's look at this first overseas row, shall we? So the drivers that are eligible to go through via the time trials, You've got Geert van Keizer. Correct me if I say any of these names wrong, but you got H6 Geert Jan Keizer, I think.
Sorry, just double touch, James.
Yeah, Rick Wobbs, Luca Bagan, Wim Peters, Richard Falconer, Herman Zwerver, I think, Jala Greydanis,
Herman Swaver, I think it's pronounced.
Herman Zwaver, Jala Greydanis, Mika Ronitz, Rick Lenson, Dennis Tesla, Caleb Ashton, Trent James, Tyler Walker, and Timez. Those are your drivers eligible for the World Final grid. Who is going where?
Wim Peters on row 3.
Yeah, I think you gotta give it to Wim on row 3. Don't know what one, but he's probably I mean, Gert-Jan Kaiser's pretty quick. Won the World Cup, 4 weeks ago in Winray?
Yep.
So he's fast.
Oh, that would be so good to see that win.
It would come back down between Gert-Jan Kaiser, Wim Peters, and Greydanis. It would come between these 3.
I think Rick Lenson can do some bits, to be fair.
I forgot about Rick, to be fair. Yeah, he was quick at the UK Speed Weekend,
the
first one.
He won.
Took 3 wins?
I think he took 2 or 3 wins. Yeah, he was good. Was that his car that he had at UK Speed Weekend?
No, it's in his brother's.
Yeah.
Same again.
Sorry, guys. I apologise, guys, for all the coughing. I have a weird cough at the moment. I don't know where it's come from, but
Well, final fever, mate.
Yeah, you know the drill. But no, that's after the world final. But yeah, you got a lot of good drivers there. Richard Falconer, although he's a shale driver, he could do bits. To be fair,
I put others in front of him, but he's a solid driver on a day.
Yeah.
The fact that you're obviously you can do, but you're focusing on the Dutch. New Zealand, they like to use the bumper a lot.
They
from
do.
What I've seen.
They do. And there have been good New Zealanders in the past, especially on tarmac. So they could do bits as well. I don't really know much about these New Zealanders. I think Riley would know a bit more.
I can't remember which one it is because it's been a while. But one of them is the 240s champ, I believe. I think. I've forgotten who it was.
Hang on. I think the British stock car, BSCDA, put something on there with Caleb Ashton.
Yeah, he might be the champion.
Caleb Ashton.
There is a champion in there.
I just honestly want to see Timez get up there, man. I want to see how quick he can be. I do think it'll be pretty decent.
And like I've said,
I was going to say, I just think if someone puts the bumper into him, I just think he is going to struggle a bit because he ain't had that background, has he?
No.
This is the thing, though. Obviously, everyone's been talking about him. So, are the actual F1 who are regulars going to look at that and go, "Oh well, we got to put him in"?
Definitely.
Well, if you've seen his interview, he can obviously with David Addison, who I hope so this weekend because he's fantastic.
He should be.
He said how you're going to cope with the contacts, and he said, "Well, I've seen NASCAR rub, so I should be right." This is completely different.
Yeah, this is a different kettle of fish.
They just rub and just bump and just see, hopefully make through. This is full on metal on metal.
Steel.
Yeah. I want to say metal. Yeah, steel.
And
Sam
Skilling, Tom Harris is starting on pole position for the world final.
When you said about New Zealand, though, Mason, the only reason I wouldn't say them on row 3, they've got more dirt experience than tarmac, so that's the only reason I wouldn't put one of them on row 3. But it'd be cool to see.
That's why I say though they like to use the bumper, so they could just force their way through.
Yeah, I mean they do it all the time over in New Zealand.
This is the most wide open world final of a long time, I think. So
this is the same thing we said in 2012, the most open world final of all time, and look how that happened. Look how that ended up.
Well, we had Frank winning at one point, McSorder at one point, then Dan, then Gilbank, and then Lee came from
Tom
nowhere,
Harris was leading and then got fenced.
Yeah. Dan Johnson was brutal all race.
You had
I'm going to get bullied for this, yeah? And I just know I am. But you got to remember, I am new. The Consolation semi, is that basically a last chance, or am I wrong on that?
Top two
drivers from that.
Yeah, top 2
go
go
through.
through.
Do you think Catherine Harris is going to actually win that or not?
Well,
I'd like to see that.
Yeah, Ash.
Yeah.
Stock cars use fancy words compared to bangers.
The Consolation
semi-final.
Yes.
I know me and you are more into our bangers. But
Consolation semi, we're very posh.
I'm still learning, man. I need to get back on it.
I mean, that race, in my opinion, comes down to 3 drivers, but I guess we'll get on that later.
Let's talk about more.
Let's
talk about more of the world final grid, shall we? Let's look at Kyle Gray and maybe Charlie Sorda. They're two people that are a bit further back, but they are very good at skeg. They have proven to be very good in the past, especially at UK Speed Weekend as well.
Well, first of all, Charlie knows what it takes to win a world final.
Yeah, he does. He's done it before. He did it on tarmac as well.
Yeah.
A wet tarmac, which we might potentially see. I don't know yet.
Well, let's have a look at the weather. Let's look at the weather.
Yeah, check the weather. But we could potentially see a wet world final, which he did win at Ipswich. And Kyle Gray starts row 11 in the summer. Yeah, he's got a bit of work to do.
Answer your question, the whole weekend is going to be dry.
Oh, that's what we wanted. Okay, good.
Yeah, but that could change, though.
True.
The weather we've been getting lately, it could very drastically change.
I mean, the grades have updated, I think. So we have a blue top on row 2, and last year we had one on pole. So blue tops have taken over.
T-Mez needs to watch a race from the sidelines to see what it's really like. He could do that in the Consolation semi, get a good first look at what they do.
T-Mez had his first test today as well, so...
Yeah, he did test it today.
Yeah, he knows what he's got. Well, how to drive it, I'm sure.
Yeah, Riley, how well do you think he's going to do in the time trials tomorrow?
I don't think he'll be last. I think he's too good to be last as a driver. But I'll be very, very surprised if he's on row 3 or row 6. I think row 9 will probably be his spot.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Do you agree with what Riley said?
I mean, I can see him being middle of the road. I mean, you got to think there are so many good Dutch drivers in amongst there as well. The New Zealanders can make some noise. They've had some practice, although it was around Bradford. But, it could... There's so much competition there. It will be tough for him, but he has good equipment. He has experience, so it will be interesting. I don't know where he'll come. I think it'll be middle of the road. Because there are a lot of Dutch people that are mainly shale. Mainly like Richard Falconer, Geert van Keizer, and Rick Wobbs.
I think Geert's a tarmac driver, to be fair.
Yeah,
Rick Wobbs is more shale.
Yeah.
I mean, T-Mez is in a car that's won the British Championship, won a couple semi-finals, went from pole in the 2022 World Final.
It's a very good car.
Yeah, it's not a bad car. He's got a good team as well.
He's just got to drive it.
He's got to do the easy part.
Yeah. But yeah. Also, obviously Paul Harrison, 28th on the grid. That's a lot of work for him. But if anyone can do it, especially in this Swan Song season, I think he can do it. I think he'll make some noise from there as well. We've got so many other drivers in amongst here as well. We got Adam Joyce, Frankie Wayman Jr., Bobby Griffin towards the back as well. There's a lot of drivers here that could make a lot of noise.
Carl asked what time are the time trials?
The time trials are tomorrow. I think they're scheduled for the 4th bit on track. They're not scheduled as a race. I think they're 4th on track and 8th on track. So there's 2 sessions.
There's 2 time trial sessions. I think, isn't it the first time trial goes in a specific order, and then the second one, that order is reversed like previous years?
It normally is, but I think Speaky said he wants to do something different. So I guess we'll find out.
I have a question.
Yeah.
What is the point in time trials? Like, what's it for?
It's a good point. I mean, it's fastest time sets row 3, 6, 9, and etc. But I remember in 1997 they didn't do time trials. I say I remember. I watched the DVD because I wasn't born. They did a Dutch race or overseas race, and then that decided it, which I think is a better option. But
I would like that, to be fair. That would allow for some more racing and more practice.
Yeah, I'm not in charge, so I can't decide that.
Yeah. So let's go through the list of drivers that are actually in the World Final. Let's go over every single one. So you have Tom Harris, Matt Newson, Frankie Wayman Jr. This is in grid order, by the way, going from inside, outside, all the way down. So you got Tom Harris, Matt Newson, Frankie Wayman Jr., Finn Sargent, the 2 overseas drivers, Danny Wayman, Craig Finnegan, Carl Hawkins, Charlie Sorda, another overseas row. We'll get to him shortly. Joe Booth, Chris Cowley, Joe Nichols, Paul Hines, another overseas row, Frankie Wayman Jr., Adam Joyce, Carl Gray, Bobby Griffin, another overseas row, Nigel de Kock, Callum Thornton, Courtney Finnegan, Paul Harrison, and then your 2 Consolation semi-final drivers and the final 6 overseas drivers as well. So let's go through the overseas entrants. We got Geert van Keizer, we got Rick Wobbs, we got Luca Bagan, we got Wim Peters, Richard Falconer, Harmon Zwever, Jarlagrade Annis, Mika Ronitz, Rick Lenson, Dennis Tesselar, Caleb Ashton, Trent James, Tyler Walker, and Thomas Meserol. That is your world final grid.
By the way, lads, I don't know if we already went through this, but how does the overseas entrants determine their spot then?
So it's timed laps. I think they have 2 laps in the first session and 2 laps in the second, I believe. And then obviously fastest 2 go on row 3, next 2 go on row 6, and then
Right.
Like a qualifying then.
Yeah, you know what I would think would make that better?
Go on.
Scrap the time trials and put all the overseas drivers in a race, and then whoever gets say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That's not a bad shout.
Kind of like a sprint race in Formula 1.
No.
Imagine
they did it like F2 European. They're just a grid draw. They put all the numbers in a hat and then pick it out. Oh, you start row 3, and it's like, you start row 15.
Yeah, they should do, to be fair.
That'd be funny. But yeah,
Consolation semi will be a bit more chaotic.
Speaking of Consolation semi, let's go over to there now. So your front row, let's talk about Lee Fairhurst and Liam Gilbank.
I don't see Liam surviving, unfortunately.
Sounds familiar to me.
2012 world champ.
Yeah.
2012 world champ. Won it at Skeggy 12 years ago to the day.
Yeah.
Oh, he's winning that race.
How is he not even qualified then?
DNF semi-final.
Oh my god.
Didn't finish the semi-final. He was on outside front. I think he got a puncture. I think. James
I don't know. He didn't get a very good start in the semi.
Yeah, he was. I think they watered the track a bit too much, but yeah, he didn't qualify. He didn't finish, so he starts as the highest world championship point scorer. So they set points to set the grids. As he didn't finish, and the top scorer out of the ones that didn't finish, he'll start on pole.
Yeah, I was going to say he's got a decent chance if he's on pole.
I think Lee will clear off, but then again, row 3 you got Jack France.
Yeah, row 3 you got. Yeah, but also on row 3 you've got one of the best tarmac drivers in the sport at the moment, Ant Wharton-Eales, former British touring car driver. He has been unbelievable this season.
2016 under-25 champion at Birmingham in his first ever meeting, I think it was.
Yeah, there you go. That's one way to make a statement.
He's rapid.
Yeah, he was unbelievable at Ipswich a few months back at the Thunder 500. He was doing bits at UK Speed Weekend. Sadly, didn't get a win because Lee and Matt were doing clear up, and so was Catherine. But Ant is a driver you have to keep your eye out on because he will use the bumper. He's just had his car completely refurbished, brand new bumpers, everything on it. He will not leave the track with straight bumpers. That's all I'm saying.
I was going to say that car ain't going to last long then, is it?
Don't count out Catherine Harris.
No, we've been debating Catherine Harris a lot this week. There's a lot.
I think I'm the only one in this group that's like Catherine will make a statement in this race. She'll want to win.
Catherine will do bits. Yeah.
See, this is the thing. This is the thing, though. If she goes through, I can't. Like, obviously, we were talking about it before we started streaming. If she goes through, I can't see her winning it or trying to win it. I could see her trying to block people off from.
No, if anyone wants to beat Tom, it's Catherine.
Yeah.
If anyone wants to stop Tom, it's Catherine. She'll hit him harder than anyone else.
Yeah.
But then again, if she ends up like a lap down or something, I can see her just blocking everyone.
I don't think she's that type of driver, to be fair. I think it'll come between Lee, Ant, and Catherine anyway for the final 2 spots. One big name's missing it, that's for sure.
I was going to say, is Catherine a very aggressive driver, or is she quite
She is aggressive.
The only reason, well, not the only reason, but a big fact, well, probably the main factor of Finn Sargent winning the British in last year, I think it was. It was last year.
Yeah.
Was because Catherine absolutely dive bombed Ryan Harrison into last bend. They both went over. That's how Finn won the British. Because Catherine sent Ryan Harrison. Yep.
If Ryan Harrison wasn't banned, would you think this grid would be a lot different?
I mean,
yes and no.
So obviously he won the hat trick. He won a hat trick at Lynn earlier in the year, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously that's
he was going to be row 2 outside at Hennisford semi, but obviously then got banned.
Chris,
I feel like if he was
Chris
one,
maybe not.
Ivans. I've never been to the Skeggy track and I'm based in the Midlands. Anything I should know? I've watched the interview with Speaky. Well, the crowd is going to be massive. You're not going to be able to move. There's one
No
thing.
chairs.
Yeah, no chairs, obviously. I know you've obviously watched the interview, so you know kind of the basics. No chairs, the facilities,
I think
but
there's something that Speak didn't say in the interview. I think they said they got a trailer now on the website. There's a trailer to get in and stuff to pay for tickets and
yeah,
everything.
they got
And
their
the
own
food
sort of
is
stuff.
impeccable. It's lovely. It's
They do Dolomite
It's
chips.
lovely.
They do Dolomite chips. So if you're into kebabs, they do them.
It's gonna get sold out this weekend.
And yes,
yeah,
and-
Chris
and-
Ant is 408. Yes,
and Antwater Neals, yes, is the number 408 car, the orange car
and he is
with
former
the silver
touring
bumpers.
cars. Yeah.
Yep, he did race in the BTCC, and he is the boy.
He got a pole in touring cars. I think might have been reserve grid.
Yeah,
He was on pole for one thing.
I mean, I don't
Wait,
know
when was
too
he
much.
born again?
2017.
Yeah, that's why I didn't really watch it back then, so that's why I don't really know.
Milk Monster, welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. Thank you everybody for tuning in. 33 of you watching. We did not expect the stream to do this well, to be fair, so thank you very much for the support. We may even continue to do this in the future, more of these streams, because this has been much better than I thought it would be.
Some convincing from me and Ash at one point.
Yep. Ash and Riley have been begging me to do a podcast for months.
I was begging as well at one point.
Yeah, Mason did say it as well. Civil War.
Yeah, me and Mason were speaking. I was gonna say it was at Civil War. Me and him were speaking about it. But I find it funny how I was the one of the main ones that come up with it, and I don't know what I'm on about half the time. And I said, because I'm so new to this, it just seems like gibberish to me.
They'll be bangers soon, and then I'll know nothing.
Yeah, wait till the Unlimited World Final in a few weeks.
Yeah, and then I'll know nothing. Ash, I'll be a bit.
Yeah, that's where we'll be in our element. So let's go back to the Consolation semi-grid. So obviously Lee Fairhurst, we think he's going to run away at the start. We think he's going to get away and win the thing and qualify for the World Final and try and do what he did 12 years ago.
I think to be fair, I think the only person who's going to be able to stop him is Jack France.
I don't know
Hans
about
faster than Jack France.
I don't know about that.
If there's a caution and the front three or even front four is Lee and Catherine, and you can throw Jack in there as well, that's going to be one explosive race. If there's a caution, they're all together because bumpers are going to, they're going to hit hard.
Catherine and Ant are going to carve through the field.
No worries. We appreciate you guys joining anyway, mate.
Oh, jeez. Oh,
sorry I cut you off there, James.
No, you're right.
That he might not be able to stay in much longer. But yeah, no, mate, we appreciate you coming to watch for a little bit. If you have to go, you have to go. We still appreciate it.
I think you'll stay up so you can watch it back later if you have to, if you want to, even.
But yeah, who else you got? Obviously, Catherine and Ant. Catherine's on row 4 inside. Ant is on row 3 outside alongside Jack France. On row 2, you've got Jake Hari and Tyrone Evans. Anything to say about them?
No clue, mate.
Jake's the only one out of them two that have something.
I mean,
Tyrone has won a final.
I was going to say, I don't know Tyrone Evans, but I know Jake Hahi because obviously the YouTube channel.
Hahi. Yeah. Jake Hahi.
Yeah.
I mean, Tyrone, I think Tyrone and his brother Lewis made their debut at Skeg and then sweeped every single race. But I haven't really heard much from him since he went upgrades.
I mean, yeah, the Tom Harris upgrades and information for Jake Hari has done him bits this season, but he just hasn't been able to do much from that far back. But he has been good, like especially at the start of the season, he was unbelievable. And then Carr trying to come from superstar, trying to make his way through the field. It's been a bit tricky, but he has had his moments, especially in that Skegness Grand National, where he was I think he was leading at one point before he got taken out.
Yeah, he came from like 5th to 1st in one corner.
Yeah. So he knows how to drive, he knows how to do bits. I reckon he won't completely sleep in the semi-final. It will be tough because you got some tough names out there, but it will be interesting to see how he gets on. Ow.
There's 2 drivers in there that could be underdogs if chaos happens, and that's George Airwell and Lewis Hunter, in my opinion.
Lewis, maybe.
I think George was leading the 2018 Consolation semi-final, and then I think he got put in the wall. And Lewis Hunter's been pretty decent from white and yellow this season. He's got pace.
Can I
think
say
he's got help from Tom's
can I say another name as well? Ollie Spencer, row 6 outside. Yeah, it's a bit deep down the field, but he has proven to be all right at Skeg in the past.
He's got pace, but is it enough?
Personally, I don't know. I don't know much about him.
No, he's
I
in a.
can't really say much.
He did win the V8 World Final at Skeggy, but it wasn't in a flood, so
Yeah.
I don't think conditions will be the same.
No, it won't. It looks like it's going to be dry all weekend, so it's going to be very strategical, I think, in terms of setup, because I think it's going to be a little bit warmer than it has been all week this weekend. So you've got to think like tire temperatures and suspension and stuff like that.
Tires are gonna be sticky.
There'll probably be some dust on the track as well.
Yeah, it will be dusty.
Some sand from the beach, if there is sand on the beach.
There's always dust there, I swear.
Yeah, there is. The pits are dusty as anything when they're dry. So yeah,
that turn 1 though, in both the Consolation semi and the World Final. Jesus.
Yeah. So
End below.
They'll end up at Butlins.
Yeah, they will. So let's place down some predictions on how the World Final race is going to go, shall we? So let's go. Shall we predict as much as we can that will go on in the race, like the big moments in the race?
I think if you have to predict a winner,
what's going to happen is Tom Harris is going to get plowed in.
Well,
we think that's going to happen.
Wait, should we take it in turn, say our predictions and see how close they are? Like compare them.
Yeah, go on then. You go first, mate.
Right. Well, Tom Harris, I could see Frankie putting him in. Matt Newson, I think might get caught up in it. I'm not sure. He might get caught up in it. But then obviously that's going to cause a tailback for the mid pack and the rear of the pack. There's going to be an early caution. Tom Harris, obviously, he's going to be put in, so he's going to be spun out all over the place. I don't think obviously he'll try and rejoin, but I don't think he will rejoin. And then I could say after that, I don't really know.
Who would you predict to win?
Predict to win? Well, obviously I want Matt to win, but
I was going to say, yeah.
Yeah, I want Matt to win, but looking at Craig Finnegan or Charlie Sauder.
Craig Finnegan, he was okay at UK Speed Weekend, but he's a shale racer, so this is kind of out of his element. He hasn't raced much tarmac this year, so it's going to be hard for him. But
going on what you said, obviously, UK Speed Weekend, he was okay. I think he's going to reflect on that performance and want to improve on it. Obviously, he's going to want to improve on it because he's row 4.
Yeah.
But I think if he's improved on it, he can get up there.
Yeah, you also got people like Danny Wayman in there as well. Danny's been very good lately on both surfaces, so be interesting.
I just see the thing in the chat that says Tom could do a 2004. It was actually 2005. He just corrected himself. But yeah, I don't think anyone's. You might have seen it. I don't know. But 2005 Northampton, Frank got the head start on Andy Smith, and Andy barely touched him, but Frank just drove himself into the wall, bounced out, carried on going, and escaped. I can never say that word, but he drove himself into the wall, got away. I don't see Tom doing the same, but you never know.
And answering CML's question earlier, unrelated, do you think anything will be racing at Mildenhall next year? Next year, I think so. This year, definitely not.
I think the whole off season coming up, they will work their butts off to get it back.
Once they've sorted out all the upgrades at Northampton that are currently going on, I think their next focus will be Mildenhall.
See, that's obviously still off topic. That's the thing. I don't think they should focus on Northampton now. I think they should focus on Mildenhall to get that back up.
Yeah, but
they had some big. Obviously, you got Waller, you got Waller and all that lot there, and you got big meetings there yearly. That bringing the money.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be very expensive because you got to think of getting rid of everything as well. That's there. But
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, either way, the World Final, it's looking to be one of the most open World Finals in quite some time. We said that in 2012, and look how that turned out. So, could be a good omen. You never know.
Ash's predictions.
Yeah, let's hear Ash's predictions. Sorry, I didn't even
honestly,
hear.
Yeah, Nah, so I still think what's going to happen is he's going to get punted straight away.
Oh,
But-
100%.
Nah, I've got a feeling if Frankie can get past Tom, he might actually win it.
Yeah,
I think
But
that'll
if
be
he-
4 wins in 4 different decades, I believe. So that'll be quite cool.
that would be a cool
Mate,
He
statistic.
won 90. It'll be his 4th. He won 97, I think. 2005,
98.
2016, 98. Sorry, 98, 2005, 2016, and then 2024. So four world titles in 4 different decades.
That would be sweet.
Like, don't get me wrong, I agree with Mason. Obviously, all of us want Matt to win. That would be nice. But I think he's going to get caught up in all the carnage. I think.
Yeah,
Like I said, I think if Frankie can get away from all the carnage, I think he might have quite a decent chance of winning it.
yeah, I think so too. He has
My
been good on
prediction from the
tarmac.
start is so different to you guys.
Mm.
Because
yeah,
you're
that's-
saying Tom
Wait,
getting
what?
buried in first quarter. You're forgetting we're going to have a complete restart. Tom's going to get it fixed. We're going to go again, and he'll learn from something.
I mean, yeah,
You're
it's
definitely
gonna,
getting a complete restart.
yeah, it's gonna be crazy, especially at Skeg. We've
What's
seen
he
turn
saying
ones in the
first lap?
past.
I can't speak. If a yellow or red flag happens in the first, is it 1 or 2 laps? I think 2. Then we get a complete restart, and they have some time to fix the cars.
Oh,
think
well,
it's
in
like-
that
I
case,
think-
then Tom Harris has won it. Well done. Right.
I think last year
congratulations.
it was James was there as well. Last year was it 20 minutes fixed time?
It's
Something like that?
it was
I
15
can't
minutes
lie
last year.
though.
15, 20 minutes fixed time?
I don't know how people are going to find this, but I can't lie. I kind of don't want Tom to win.
No, I don't want him to
I
win.
think everyone would like someone else to win, especially Matt.
Yeah, I was
Even
gonna
as
say,
a
like,
Tom
don't get me
fan
wrong,
myself, it would be cool
This is-
seeing the gold on someone else.
He's
This
a
is-
good driver, but like you said, it would be nice to see someone else have the gold.
This
Yeah.
is going to cause controversy, right? But he bores me the amount of times he wins.
Oh, here we go. We're gonna upset all the
Wait,
fans.
boring.
Is it biased, Steve?
Mason, this is what I said earlier. Some people hate him because he wins so much, but that shows how
Exactly.
good of a
That's why I
driver he
hate
is,
him.
though.
He bores me to death.
I mean, it is a fair comment. People don't like seeing the same
Damn,
people win.
damn SORUK
This would be
officials
his.
bias.
This would be his 5th world title.
It's like
Yeah.
watching Lewis Hamilton.
I mean, it's got a point there.
Boring.
I mean, it'll be his 5th world title, which would put him joint 3rd or joint 2nd of all time in the world titles, 3 away from John Lund. And he should, if it's Kings Lynn next year, already we should say he should win that easy, because it's Kings Lynn. But I don't know. He's never won a tarmac world final, brand new car, Frank behind. They've had
Guys,
history.
TML agrees with us. He thinks it's boring to watch. as well.
Yeah,
Thank
loads
you.
of people
Thank
agree.
you.
He is just too good. But,
But-
as a Tom fan, if there's anybody I want to see beat Tom, it's Matt.
I think there's one thing you've all missed though. Tom is in a brand new car that he has never practiced in, so he
Wait,
could have new
brand new-
car gremlins.
Brand new car, which may I add looks terrible.
Oh,
no, wrong.
no,
Okay.
wrong,
Orange.
No,
wrong,
it doesn't.
wrong.
All right,
wrong.
it's nice. Okay,
It's
you're the only
orange.
one that doesn't like it in this
It's
sport right
orange.
now.
If it looks orange at the
It's
track, then
orange.
fair enough. But it won't be orange at the track. It'll be gold.
It
No,
is
what
orange.
I was going to say, yeah, is even though I do admit he is kind of getting boring to watch, watching him in the midgets, on the other hand, is very
Pretty well,
nice.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
very nice because he doesn't win it because he's not used to it.
But yeah, I
No,
do
but like I
think.
said, the same with American drivers coming here. It's nice to see other drivers doing their competitors' motorsport, if you get what I mean. Like, it's good to see
Yeah.
that team is coming over here doing our motorsport, and
Yeah.
then early, obviously, at the start of the year, we had Tom doing his sport,
And wow.
motorsport.
A bit of a random comment here. Has Tom been in a banger before?
Yes.
Yeah,
Did he
he's
get-
he's
yeah,
raced
did he
at
get
Lynn a
both
few
times?
times. Yeah, he's raced at Lynn in a Merc a few times. He went on Oppo and
When
done
was
Callum
this?
White.
He's done War of Worlds, I think. Was
He
it War
done
of
he
Worlds?
did a Nutcracker in 2021. He did the Icebreaker the next month. He
okay,
ra-
I'm
he
never doing
he
that
did a
again.
wa- he did a wa- he did a War of the Worlds in the same year.
I think I may have
Coming-
started an argument in the chat.
Oh
Yeah,
boy.
right. CML put about the people he's fenced, and he said no reason for fencing. And I mean, it's stock car racing, and they was a battling. Drew Lamus, was that Good Friday? Drew Lamus got buried.
Yes,
He's
it
the first
was.
stock
That
car
was
move.
Good Friday
and then
last year.
he said about Jack Witts. Well, Jack Witts buried buried Tom.
Yeah, Jack
So,
Whitsbury, Tom. Yeah,
good and proper as well.
the following that
that
got us
happens,
in
then,
trouble.
Yeah, well, we're not going to comment on that.
Yeah,
So-
let's not.
I'm not going near that. Yeah, if Ant qualifies and then gets towards the front, and Tom survived, could get a bit tasty.
I mean, yeah,
Because
definitely.
Ant went for a Tom last bend at UK Open, just missed, and Tom was in cashing his car that day as well. So
Wow, I never realised that Tom actually done a banger. That is
he's
actually
done it a
mad.
few times.
He's raced a few times, yeah. 2021
Pretty sure he's
Nutcracker.
raced an F2 at one point as well.
But the important question is though,
Yeah, he did.
was he rodding or was he crashing?
He was rodding in a couple meetings. He went crashing at the
Of course he was
icebreaker.
Okay, fair enough.
He was on
Because
Team Black, I think. Was he?
Wait, what icebreaker was that?
that was 2022. That was when Tom Waller was building cars for him. Because him and Tom Waller are good mates.
Wait,
He was in the white one, wasn't he?
Yeah, the white Merc
and then he
at
had a black
Nutcracker.
one as well.
Yeah, I remember.
No, I
now,
don't remember that.
We'll put
I
a picture
remember
in the group
going.
chat for you later, Mason.
Mason, I'm pretty sure it looked like a world final car. Like the
It
paint
did,
job was that
it did.
nice. Yeah.
Wait, was that the icebreaker where
Icebreaker, he
Tom
was.
got buried by Team Black and that lot?
That
I
was
think
the
Tom was Team Black, was he not?
Tom was Team Black. That was the icebreaker where Callum White got snapped off by Tom Harris and all of Team Black went after him.
Yeah, I remember that meeting, but I don't remember seeing Tom Harris race.
Tom Harris was in that black 84 Merc. The Nutcracker was when he had that gorgeous white car.
I'll put a photo in the chat for you later, Mason.
Yeah. I think we should change the topic back to stock cars.
Yeah. But yeah, there are so many storylines going into the World Final at Skegness. Paul Harrison's last ever World Final. Team Ez at the World Final. You got some hard-hitting names in the Consolation semi. Lee Fairhurst, Catherine Harris, Jake Hari, Antwerp Eels. You got so many interesting people.
Jack France. Don't forget Jack France.
Yeah, Jack France in there as well.
Jack France fanboy.
It's going to be I think the Consolation semi could be just as good as the World Final.
I think the young drivers are here to take over as well, because if there is chaos, Finn Sargent, Carl Gray, Callum Thornton.
True.
Who else is quite young?
Oh, Callum
Charlie.
Thornton, yeah.
Callum is rapid at Skegness. He's
Callum,
won 3 finals there this year.
Yeah, he won.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, he won a memorial there at UK Open weekender.
Yeah, if there is chaos and he is inside the top 10, don't count him out.
Nope.
He is so fast, and he's in Stuart Cheville's X car.
Oh, really?
So yeah, that's the Stuart Cheville car that Tom gave Stuart when Stuart raced.
Oh, mint. Yeah, I think Callum Thornton will do bits if he doesn't get caught up. I think Danny Wayman will do bits in the World Final, to be fair, because he's been so good lately.
It's an all Wayman. Look at the inside. Row 2, Wayman. Row 4, Wayman. And then Hawkins, an adopted Wayman.
Yeah.
It's all Waymans on the inside. And again, JJ on row 10.
The Consolation race, is that on Saturday or is it on
Yeah,
Friday?
the first race on Saturday.
Yeah, okay.
I'm glad they do the Consolation semi on the same night again as World Final. I'm glad they do that again. Because they didn't do it at Lynn in 2019.
It was a couple of years that hasn't been on Sunday.
All I'm going to say is I'm going into this meeting as a neutral, apart from Tom Harris. I don't want him. I'm going into this meeting as a neutral because my favourite driver in the F1s is Yeli Tesla. He's not booked in. And obviously, they've got 2 leaders on as well. Scoyles Jr.
Yeah.
He's hurt his back, so he's not even racing it either. So I'm just going in complete neutral.
Yeah.
I don't even have a favourite driver yet.
Saloon's as well on wildfire. Right. Your favourite driver should be Paul Harrison, but it's his last meeting, so there's no point.
I mean, Matt Newson, the local hero on the front row, he's one that you could very easily
I'll be wearing
support.
my Matt Newson hoodie in pride and Tom Harris hat.
I mean, just remember, Ash, Matt Newson.
hoodie.
Just remember, Ash, that's the Matt Newson we race with at Cantley. Yeah, so.
Now, like we said earlier, I think we'll all go mental if he does win. That would be nice.
23
I still just
years.
can't believe he hasn't won a championship at all, man. That is just mad.
Yeah. Could this be the weekend where he breaks the camel's back? We will find out very soon.
Please. We're about time to jinx Matt Newson. Oh my God.
He will never forgive us.
Done it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, well done, mate.
Well, we'll have to see, won't we, on Saturday night, World Final.
You've botched it.
We've had our first picture in from Team Ez's test. I'll put that in the group chat. I think that's in now. If you can try and get that on stream, I don't know if you can, but
if you send it on Discord, you can do.
Right, I'll have a look. Try and send it so we can get people to see Team
Send
Ez.
it.
I mean, it's only the roof that's different, but yeah, he's had his practice today.
I think he should have had the whole car in his colours, man. Obviously, I know I'm being a bit biased because that's similar to my colours.
I mean, he's borrowing a car.
Nice.
Riley, someone's commenting on your adopted Wayman claim.
I mean, he pretty much is. I mean,
yeah.
they live with the rest, and yeah.
Oh, what the flip?
I'll put the picture in the group chat so see if you can get it up, James.
Yep, I will have a look.
Is the roof similar?
I was going to say, his team has his colours, the blue and pink.
Yeah. His is like mine, but I think brighter or possibly
right,
even
let's open that up.
I mean, I predicted he's taking the. I predicted he'll be USA 7, so I'll take that.
Yeah.
Why?
I do like that wing. To be fair, that is nice.
The wing's lovely.
Yeah.
Why does it look like Tom Harris's?
It is Tom's. It
was
Tom's
Tom's car. It
Jay
was
Davidson's
Tom's
car.
Yeah, it was Tom's car.
Wasn't that the car? That looks like the car he won his last world. Not the last world final. The one before that, Lynn.
He's never won a world final on
never won a
tarmac.
No, at Lynn. I'm on about.
Yeah, that was the black and silver.
That was the Death Star. That was the Death Star.
Yeah. That was a nice car. I know which one you're talking about. You're talking about the red silver type.
The red silvery one.
Yeah,
I'll send a picture in the group chat.
It was when Lynn had that massive grandstand at the end of the on the roadside turn.
Yeah, I'll send a picture in the group chat for you, Mason. But it's not similar at all.
It looks similar.
I'll send it now.
I think it looks similar. I don't know. I haven't watched that video for.
Okay, I'll send it.
That is that British wing. That British wing is probably my favourite British wing ever made on.
We only saw it once. As well.
I saw it in person. I was lucky enough to see it.
Yeah, he was lucky. But yeah, Team S's cars won quite a few races, but it's not down to the car, really, is it? It's about the driver.
Yeah, it's down to the driver, especially at Skeg. Skeg is so tight for these cars. It's going to be carnage. He has to survive the carnage as well, especially mid-pack, if he is mid-pack.
Off topic, because you know we like to go off topic.
We
keep
do.
it that way.
Yep.
Do you think Team Ez is... Oh, nah. I was gonna say, do you think he would have brought his midget down or something for people to look at?
Not.
But I highly doubt it.
Well, you know what will be on display? Rob Speaks midget from the Chili Bowl earlier this year.
He has got a sprint car there, though.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if he has, but there is a sprint car there. So we could see a little, and I can see Catherine Harris and Callum.
If you guys see it there, yeah, and it's like not there by the night, that wasn't me. That's like that's Mason,
so
you know.
Team Ez put a video. Team Ez put a video on Facebook, I believe. It shows his car. There's a sprint car behind, and I can see Callum Thornton and Catherine Harris having a little practice.
Our good buddy Jake Banham is in chat, and he says Lee Fairhurst takes it from the back. I agree. I think Lee Fairhurst.
2012 repeat.
Yeah, 2012 repeat. I think Lee Fairhurst will win the Consi. He'll get on the world final. He will do bits from the back. I don't know if he'll win it, but with enough carnage, I think he could be a threat.
Is it bad if I say he won't qualify?
I think he will.
James.
First.
Yeah, I think if there's enough carnage.
Yeah, you're deluded.
And Catherine.
I think it'll.
Maybe.
I think it'll be Fairhurst and Ant. I think.
I see him going through, but just maybe Catherine and Ant have something to say about that.
It'll be interesting.
Fairhurst will fly off.
The Consolation semi, Lee Fairhurst is winning that easy. And then
if it's a flag to flag race and there's no yellows, Lee Fairhurst is gone.
I think there'll be a yellow in that one.
I don't know who to predict for that. Obviously, you guys know who I want to win the Consolation, but I doubt it's going to happen.
And who is that?
Catherine.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah.
I thought you already
Catherine.
knew. Yeah, Catherine.
No, it's Catherine.
Oh, another bloody Harris winning it. Oh god.
No, it's because, like I've said before, it's because to me she seems like the underdog, and it's always good to see an underdog winning.
There's an underdog on the grid, Finn Sargent. I say it's an underdog.
Oh yeah, Finn Sargent's my dark horse for the world final.
Carl Gray's man. If he can escape.
Now that you mentioned Catherine being an underdog, she has been in her brother's shadow.
Yeah,
for a long time.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that does help. Yeah, but still, she's the one who's driving, so she can't say she won because she's brothers with Tom Harris.
Well, no, but you know where I'm coming from.
Flag to flag's impossible around Skeg. I understand that, but Lee at UK Speed Weekend was incredible. That's probably the best tarmac racing I've seen from him. So
we could have two girls in the world final, though.
That is true.
And Catherine, if she
have we ever had
qualifies,
two women on the world final grid?
I think the only time I can think of was 2019, but I don't know if that was just
20.
Phoebe Wayman
That
or
was
someone
just
else.
Phoebe. That was the first time in
there
20. That was the first time in 25 years that a woman had been on the world final grid.
Yeah, that
I
was
was
cool.
going to say, is there even a lot of women in F1s?
You've
Well,
got
there's
a
Phoebe
few.
Wayman, but she's currently out because she's expecting her first child. There's obviously Catherine Harris, Courtney Finnegan Hansford.
You got Lily Finnegan.
That's the one, Lily Finnegan, and I think that's all. I can't think of another one. There was Jacqueline Ellis, but obviously she's just given birth
Chat,
to
if you can
second.
think of any more female F1 drivers, let us know. We've stated kind of the
There was a
obvious
few,
ones.
there was a
Yeah,
few.
there is a few about.
We could all say that they've probably got bigger bollocks than all of us.
Well, I'll do it if someone gave me a car.
Oh
I'll
yeah,
definitely do
you're
it.
not turning down a ride in a BriSCA F1. That's all I'm saying.
Paul, if you are finishing, give me a car.
Catherine is a good
I'll do
driver to
it.
win, even though I don't like her brother. That is true.
Catherine is a quality driver. Should have
Catherine
won the
is.
British, but
She is
Ryan
mega
had other
around. She is
abilities.
mega around Skeg as well.
Yeah.
Before
I
that,
think
before that was
they need to make a
Jane
change
Bean.
at Skeg, though.
Before that was Jane Bean, I assume. I don't know who that is.
They need to make a change at Skeg, in my opinion. The curb's too wide. Need to shorten the curb a bit.
No, I
So
think
speak-
I think the curb makes
short
it
that curb.
interesting. I think the curb makes
I
it
think
interesting.
it's too far in the corner, in my opinion. They need to just pull it back a little
When
bit.
you hit the curb at Skeg, you take off, and that's fun.
Exactly. It's like Birmingham.
Yeah.
Yeah, Riley, you say about actually driving an F1.
Pardon?
James did say, you said about driving an F1, like you would love to.
Oh yeah.
James was saying he really wants to do that. In it,
Yeah, Frankie Wayman driving experience. Yeah.
Yeah.
I might have the opportunity to jump in a 2 litre.
Ooh.
I literally drive anything, to be fair.
Thing is,
I just wanna
we all
drive.
got to have the money to do it, mate. That's
Yeah,
the thing.
exactly. That's a downfall. Money.
I'd like to have a go in an F1, even though I'm 11. Your time will come, my friend.
Yeah.
Curb is perfect. I agree, Jake. I think the curb is brilliant there. It makes things interesting.
It's
It
good. I
punishes
just
you.
want it pulled back just a little bit more, make the corner a bit wider. But
I think the
it's
curb at Skeg is punishing, and it makes the track a bit more narrow in the corners, and I think that's really good. Makes it
it's
interesting.
a good height, which is good.
Yeah.
It's the perfect height.
Because the thing is, if
They've got a
someone
curb
goes for a
along the
lot,
outside as well, haven't they?
Pardon?
They've got a curb along the outside wall as well, haven't they?
yeah,
A
just
little
small
one, yeah, tiny little one.
I don't think is there one on the seaside turn. I don't know. I know there's one on 3 and 4 BriSCA direction.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there
there
is
is,
one on
yeah.
the seaside, yeah.
Oh right.
Can I just say, thank you to everyone who's actually stayed throughout the stream. Like we've had
Yeah, thank
like
you very much.
30 to 40 people.
We've had over
average,
40.
like,
We've
staying
had
on
about
here.
45 people at one point. Thank you all for tuning in. It's been absolutely brilliant. We might do this more often now that you guys are willing to tune in.
We've said it once, I'll say it again. Bangers in a month.
Yep. Ippy World
I'll
Final.
do it, but I know nothing. I'll
yeah.
be the Ash.
We will do a
I don't know nothing about
podcast
it.
on the Unlimited World Final at Ipswich. So
Roger wins it.
for the banger people that might be in chat, keep an eye out for that. We'll do it before the Saturday of the Unlimited World Final.
Yep.
Yeah. But yeah.
I know Bodger, so I agree with that one. I know Bodger.
I got launched by the outside curb on one of
F2 World Final.
That'll do it.
You know, that's in what, 3 weeks?
Been a phenomenal.
Where's that at?
That's a tournament in the month.
Yeah.
Been a
But the only problem
phenomenal.
is that's on a day of a double Northampton meeting.
Yeah, let's.
They screwed it.
By
I
the
don't
way,
thi-
lads, Rev Limitus had been a phenomenal stream so far.
Yeah,
I
I've
hope
just.
see
I was
more
trying
in
to
the
read
future.
that. Yeah, I was
Thank
trying to
you.
read that. Thank you all for the feedback as well. It's been great seeing you guys talk amongst each other in chat as well. Has been brilliant. But also, I don't know if we should do F2 World because none of us are going to that. I think we should only do podcasts on
too far for
meetings
me.
we're going to. Yeah, Taunton's like 5 hours down southwest.
If there was no Northampton on the day, I think me and James might have thought about it.
Yeah, I'd
I
say
like
for the
my F2s, but
yeah.
It's a shootout. It's a shootout at Northampton. 2 meetings in one day.
I should have shared this on Stuxnet. Get some more
What's
live.
on the-
Oh yes.
what's Northampton meetings?
The 1 o'clock. It's on the Saturday of F2 World Final. On the 1 o'clock, 1300 saloons and F1 shootout, and the 5 o'clock ones.
Thanks,
I
that
think
is
it's
a
back to
wonderful
basic
thing. Yeah, I
bangers,
agree.
mini stocks, and the final shootout round of stage 1. So
Bangers.
four drivers get knocked out of the shootout at the second Northampton meeting.
Might go for the bangers.
You know what I
I'll
actually
see
can't
that.
wait for? Even though obviously we've still got to wait for the weekend because that'll be my first BriSCA F1 World Final. But you know what we
Same.
can't wait for next year?
Kings Lynn, let's go.
Yeah, I was gonna say. F1
Don't
World
spoil.
Final
Don't
next
spoil
year.
anything too much yet because it hasn't been announced. Shut up.
I mean, what track?
Shut
what
up.
track?
Shut
What?
up.
What?
They
Sorry,
literally
You'll get me in
interviewed
trouble.
Polly when he won the Grand. They literally interviewed Polly at the end when he won the Grand National and said, "Well, the World Final's here next year." So,
Look, I'm just making sure, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Guess what, guys? Prank hard. Nothing's happening. I was just joking, you know.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Linda,
so
for the
Mildo, what
comment.
you on about?
Interesting to listen to. You all love racing in F1 in the ladies' race years ago. You took part in an F1 ladies' race? That's awesome.
I know, Linda. She sat next to me at Cov. Thank you, Linda.
Say golf.
At Cov.
Coventry.
We was in the
golf.
restaurant at Cov. Yeah. Yeah, I play golf. I don't play golf. Golf is boring. Give me something with 4 wheels and an engine.
That's what he wants you to believe.
Oh,
It's actually
man.
it's
Golf
his
is
favourite
so
pastime.
boring.
It's his favourite pastime. I don't know what you're on about.
Gareth Bale don't find it boring. He
Football-
retired football to play golf.
Oh, mate. Golf is so boring.
I agree.
Get stock cars back.
Yeah.
Back to stock cars, please.
You top stock cars. But yeah, what was I going to talk about? But yeah, we will be doing more podcasts on bigger meetings that we will be attending in future. I think we'll only do a couple more for the rest of the year because there's not much more coming up. We might do one.
End of year review, maybe?
Yeah, end of year review. We will do an end of year review. We might do one for the Rookie Banger World Final at Ipswich, but we'll have to see.
Mate, that'll be a banging day, mate. That
Yeah.
will.
It's Mercury's
Boys,
wanting to do that.
phenomenal.
Oh, fake stock cars, bring it. No, that's boring. He wants golf. Bloody.
Oh, golf
Terrible.
fix stock cars. What?
Cars.
How's that going to work?
boring.
Right,
What,
I've just-
golf?
I've-
Would you hit the golf ball off the roof of the car?
No.
I
think-
bumper in it.
I
No,
think
I think what he's on about is golf players in a stock car, and then stock car drivers
It's
play
not
golf.
touring car
That'd
drivers
be
in
cool.
stock cars. That would be better.
But
Get
no,
Tom Ingram in a stock
I
car.
think
Come
what
on.
they should do for next year is they should let all the world finalists play a game of golf to determine the grid.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
No, let Kyle Larson get in it. Let's talk to Kyle. Let's get him in.
No,
Yeah.
I was about to say that, Riley. To be fair, I agree with what you said. It would be cool to have some sort of NASCAR driver have a go in a stock
mate.
car. That'd be phenomenal.
Obviously, if it's down to me, it'll be Chase Elliott because he's my favourite. But
Yeah.
Chase
even though,
Elliott.
even though I don't like Kyle Larson, get him in.
Done and
Get him
done.
in.
Share
No, I
the
don't want to
link on
chase Elliot.
Stuxnet and I've
I
liked
don't
the
know an
stream to
Elliot.
boost the almighty algorithm. Go on, Captain.
You robbed me for everything, you know that.
What?
Thoughts on
By
Lee
the
being
way-
at the back if he gets through? He's got a chance.
Yeah,
For the
he
people
does.
that are in the stream, I just thought I'd let you guys know because I don't know if you guys have put it on the channel, but SORUK does now have a Facebook page as well. Obviously,
a link
most
to
of
it.
the updates are obviously not going to be on YouTube and on James's Facebook, but we also do. Have
There
a-
are
obviously our
two
own
short
Facebook
over
page.
racing UK ones, but there is a specific one you have to go to because the other one's shut down and broken and weird. So
Yeah.
We can't get it down for some reason.
yeah,
so.
we can't get it down because I left it and now I can't get back in it.
You'll know which one's the proper one.
Yeah,
James.
it's got the updated logo and everything.
James.
What?
Most.
My Speedway's coming out here. Can we do a Speedway podcast when there's a big meeting for Speedway?
I mean, you may run it, but
Yeah,
none
I'll run
of
that.
us are going to have a clue.
Chase Elliott is the GOAT. Thank you. Oh, he's not the GOAT, but I'll take it.
Chase Elliott is good. I like Chase Elliott, but I like making fun of him more.
See, I now don't know what you are on about because I don't
NASCAR.
watch NASCAR.
He's a driver I support.
I
mean, I
know
support another
it's
one.
NASCAR, but I don't know nothing about it, and I don't know anyone apart from Joey Logano.
Oh, what a shit out.
I love supporting drivers that James don't because we just have arguments. Like I support Ty
Actually, no, hang
Gibbs,
on,
he
no,
hates it.
hang on. Isn't there another one? Is it Hamlin?
Yeah, Denny
Denny
Hamlin.
Hamlin.
Again, I like him. James
I
doesn't.
like how we've gone way off topic.
Yeah,
now.
we've gone way off
No,
topic.
because we're gonna bring it full circle because
Yeah.
the champion
Isn't
that
it-
could be this year is Kyle Larson. He's gonna race in the World Final next year, hopefully.
Oh yeah, he will. Easy.
Let's get him gone. Let's get him
Oh God.
in. Imagine Kyle Larson in the World Final. Oh my god.
That'd be sweet.
Oh. I hope Tom Berry's him. That'd be cool.
Yeah. Cool. Right. Is there any more we should talk about? Is there anything else that we've missed?
I mean, should we talk about Slews and FTs? I mean, think
I
amazing.
mean,
was
yeah,
talking
we
about
can
I
do.
didn't hear your prediction, James. I don't think we
Oh,
did.
yeah.
Oh yeah, my prediction. So I think off the start we're gonna have. Oh, let me get the list up so I can reference. Tom Harris.
Did I say
is-
my winner?
Oh no, we need to say
Matt's
winners,
gonna
don't
win. There
we?
you go. That's it. Matt's gonna win.
Matt's gonna win. Ash.
Yeah, right. Let's move on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
get it on.
I said I think Frankie Wayman's going to win, but I'd like Matt to win.
That would be a very cool story. Frankie Wayman Jr. winning the world final for a 4th time. 4 and 4 decades, like we were saying earlier. That'd be awesome. Mason?
Wait, what?
Who's going to win the world?
What, world final?
Yeah.
Yes.
Obviously, I said I'd like Matt to win, but I think it's either Charlie or Craig.
That's interesting. That's an interesting pick. Right. I'm
Craig's a dark horse, actually.
I think... Tom.
This is tough.
I think Tom's going to have new car gremlins. I just have a feeling Tom is going to have new car gremlins and he's going to DNF. So...
Watch his engine blow up on the first lap.
Give me a Matt Newson world title.
Yeah.
I'd hate for a world title to be decided by an engine blowout, a puncture, or disqualification.
Yeah.
I hate that.
To be fair, I would laugh if Tom's engine blew up.
You sit next to me at world final. I will punch you.
Raging hell.
Right. Chat,
Unless Matt wins and I'm happy.
Chat, let's hear your predictions. Who's winning the F1 World Final? We'll get to our predictions on the Consolation semi in a bit, but let's hear your opinions on who's going to win the World Final.
Most will be Matt.
I see someone said Frank.
Yeah, someone said Frank.
Yeah,
CML, you have to go. All right, cheers for joining in, buddy. Glad you could make it. Hopefully you can make it again soon.
Rev Limiter, agreed. Let's get Paul to win again.
Thank you very much, mate. We greatly appreciate it.
Ian, don't really care who wins as long as it's a good race. Yeah, that's fair enough.
Yeah, we need a good race.
Don't really care who wins as long as it's a
good
race.
Because last year's race, it was good, but
it was all right.
8 cars, so it got a bit boring.
It was good until the track dried out.
2022 was one of the best time at World Finals ever. Obviously, 2021 at Bradford was okay. It wasn't great, so we need a good race.
CML said he hopes Frank wins as well.
Yeah, we got a lot of Frank. We got a lot of Frank. Tom, but would like Frankie. Yep.
We need Matt needs a title.
I'm gonna laugh if I predict it. The newbie predicts the F1 World Final.
Charlie Sorda would be a nice one to win. Yeah, 2 world championships in 3 years. That'd be quite cool.
Wait, Ash, did you just say the newbie predicts the F1 World Final?
Yeah, I'm new.
Right. So in that case, then we should get. If we do a banger one, we should get Riley to predict who wins.
Yeah, I'll predict.
Yeah.
Tell me who's in it, and I'll predict.
Lynch said Tom, but would like Frankie.
Yep. Charlie Sorda would be a nice one to win it. Yep. There's a lot of Frankies, and I knew we'd get a lot of Frankies because he's one of the most popular drivers, and he does stand a very good shot. He's still got it in him, and he was good at UK Speed Weekend, so I think Frankie could make some noise. I would like a Frankie win.
It's down to turn 1.
It is down to turn 1, but we'll have to wait and see. It's going to be very chaotic.
Gets a bullet start, then
yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah, Frank will put the bumper in, I'm sure, no matter what happens.
Number 5 or 526, yeah, that'll be good.
526 is my dark horse.
No one said Matt Newson yet. I know a lot of people earlier said they would like him to win, but no one said they think he's going to win.
It's because it's one of them, and it's been so long. You just think it's never going to happen now. Finn would be good.
I just think if there's a pile up turn 1, which there most definitely probably will be, he'll just get caught up.
Yeah, I mean he's on the outside. Anyone on the outside.
Hopefully, it's not the same as 2018 when Stuart Smith just ran away.
Oh yeah, that was boring. That was a terrible world final compared to the one before it.
Literally.
Compare that to the one before it, 2012. That's boring.
Someone said 526 would be another one I would like to win.
Yeah, I'd like
Finn to win. It would be lovely.
Yeah, I think Finn Sargent's my dark horse. He's my dark horse.
Finn won his first ever final, I believe, at Skeg. So to win the world
final,
it's
stock car racing. Anything can happen. You are well and truly right, good sir. I think it will be.
Finn should be red. To be fair, is Finn not in the shootout? I thought Finn was in the shootout.
I don't know.
No, he's row 2. He's row 2, isn't he?
No, I meant the shootout was in the national point shootout.
Oh,
that begins Sunday.
That is true. Should we do a podcast on the shootout?
I'm down.
Yeah, we'll be. Wait, Sunday? What is that? This Sunday?
Yeah, this Sunday the national point shootout championship begins.
Yeah, we'll all be at Skeggy though, as well.
I won't be.
Yeah, but we could do one like in the middle of the shootout.
In person. We could do it in person.
I'm not there Sunday.
Oh.
I'm there Friday and Saturday.
Imagine, Riley. How dare you?
That's not my fault. I would be there.
It is your fault.
Matt's like.
I might be a bit hungover.
Oh God, a hungover SORUK stream.
we'll do a shootout finale prediction when there's 6 drivers for the decider to who gets it. Then we'll do one.
Yeah, 2014 World Final was awesome at Coventry.
Yeah, that was good. Craig Finicky won that one.
I've only
10
been
years later.
Was that the World Final where someone got put through the fence?
Yeah, Rob Speak,
Yeah.
turn 1.
That was
Yeah.
Someone put 16 will lead out until
was
back
a video-
straight, and then 217 will take him out.
Well, he's
There
got to
was a-
come through fast. And
2014 was also the other World Final before this year, where Matt Newson started on pole or on the front row.
Well, not pole, front row.
Front
Wait.
row, yeah.
That World Final, there was a video, or there was a replay of it on YouTube. But I was going to try to find it, but I can't find it anymore. So I think
Speak went through the turn 1 fence by Dan Johnson.
Yeah.
Matt Newson was leading for a bit, but the track got dry. And then Dan Johnson was leading for a bit, and once again, he can't win a World Final, so Craig put him into a park car. But yeah, Dan Johnson, World Final hopes. He's got the Matt Newson title up, but only in World Finals. Dan could never win a World Final, whereas Matt just can never win a title. It'll be interesting.
Captain Nutnut, this is your first World Final since 2014. God, you've missed a bit.
10 years.
a whole decade of no World Final.
To be fair, my first World Final was 2019, and then my second one was last year at Northampton.
I didn't go to the day, but my first meeting was the World Masters, and I was a month old.
James was on a 3-year streak.
I missed. What did I miss? 2017, I missed because it was Ipswich. 2018, Skeggy, I missed because my sister was born. 2019, I didn't go to because my sister's birthday. 2020 didn't happen. And then 2021, I missed. 2022. So I had 6 years of missing a World Final.
I'm so gutted 2020 didn't happen because it was back at Lynn again, despite being ran by Buxton. I was fuming.
It was Star Tracks, wasn't it? Because it went to Odsall.
Oh, was it? Oh, yeah.
In the Star Tracks, because it moved to Odsall.
My bad.
Ran by Buxton?
Yeah, Buxton can't hold a World Final, so they got to put it somewhere else.
Why can't Buxton hold a World Final?
Too small.
Too small, and they don't get enough people.
Yeah, stands, and I don't think it's down to the track, but I think it is crowd size. I think it's just too small to hold a World Final.
Oh.
Nearly 6 years since your last meeting. Bloody hell, Captain. Cool. We got to get you cultured
Whereas
up,
James
boys.
has been to like 40 in 1 year so far.
Yeah, don't know what you're talking about.
I've been to like 5. No, 4, I think. 4.
I've been mainly going to mid-bangers this year.
I think World of Shale was my 35th meeting this year.
I wish.
Is there anything we've missed, lads?
Let's talk about let's place some bets on who's winning the consolation semi.
Mason Lee.
I don't care. I'm going with it. Catherine Harris. I'm going.
No,
with
good pick.
Fairhurst.
Prediction.
Right, no, my top three. My top three. Fairhurst, Jack France, and then Harris.
Well, we should do top 2, shouldn't we? Because the top 2 go through.
Can you qualify?
Now, all right then. If you want my actual honest, so I want Catherine to win it.
Yep.
I think 408 will.
Who will come?
Top 2.
Who's coming second?
Top 2 from consolation semi make it to our final.
No, they do that differently to bangers.
Yeah. Top 2 make it.
Okay.
Who's your top 2?
Well, no. So I'd say 408 and Catherine then.
Yeah, Ant Watt-Niels and Catherine. Good choice. Mason?
Go on, Mason.
Lee and Jack.
Lee and Jack. All right, sweet. Riley?
My head says Lee and Ant. My heart says the same as Ash, Ant, and Catherine.
I think
you agreeing with me?
I agreed with you.
Oh my god!
My heart and mind are saying Lee Fairhurst dub, Ant Watt-Niels second.
Oh.
Yep.
I just love Catherine in the World Final. That'd be sick.
I think that would be cool, but I want Ant and Lee at the back.
I'm surprised you agree with me, Riley. I'm very surprised.
I like Ant. Catherine's good. You know, you had to agree with someone.
Unfortunately, I can't be there in person, but we'll be watching from the TV. The last World Final I went to was the one Frankie won at Northampton. Can't actually remember.
That was 2005.
2005.
I was 1 month old.
I was a year old.
Yeah, you were a year older. I was a month old when that happened.
Wait, when was it?
I've been following online via Stuxnet mostly.
What month?
Be it
September. September 17th.
I would have been a couple months old.
Yeah, I would have been a month old.
I was a year and like June, July, August.
Because you're an old bastard, that's all.
I was a year and 3 months.
I was a month.
I would love to see a world final at Buxton. Yeah, Buxton F1 world final with carnage.
Mate, that first corner would be brutal.
We would lose people.
Tom's literally been knocked out of that corner twice, I believe.
Yeah. That is just asking for disaster. That is asking for disaster at a world final at Buxton.
I think if I remember right, Tom's been knocked out twice. No, one was at Northampton. He put someone in at Northampton, or he got put in, and he got knocked out. And then he buried Lee at Buxton, and he knocked himself out.
You know what they'd have to do, Riley, if they was to have a Buxton F1 world final? They'd have to bring the NASCAR safer barriers out.
They'd have to build a dome over it so we wouldn't snow on the world final.
Oh, yeah.
Question.
Yeah, mate.
Do the F1s go to Yarmouth?
No.
Why?
Not a clue.
Because that would be asking for death.
I was going to say, they'd get stuck properly in.
Yeah, but Sheffield's wise.
And obviously Bellevue, that was post and wire.
Bellevue, yeah, was post. Yeah. Stoke was just awful, but that wasn't post, that was just bumps.
Should do one at Mildo. I agree. How
are you going to get... Wait, can 36 cars F1 even fit?
Yes. Remember the European?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you can easily pit...
Once I've come back from Crispy.
You can easily fit like 30, 40 cars on Mildenhall.
It'll be decent, but I think it'll be too chaotic. No, actually, chaotic's better. Yeah.
I do think.
I mean, Jack France literally won a semi-final at Mildenhall.
I do think you can just about get an F1 World Final crowd in Mildenhall.
Just need a grandstand.
No, I don't think they would.
I mean, you should for a world final. You should build a grandstand.
You should.
I think it would be like Waller crowd. Well, actually,
it would be bigger than Waller. It would be bigger than Waller. But the thing is, not many people go on the other turn, the far turn. So you could. Is this a recording? No, this is live, Dave. We are live streaming. Stoke was a great track.
Stoke was a great track. Yeah. I didn't like it.
You say that it would be like Kev Waller, yeah?
Oh, CML.
Just imagine what it's going to be like on Saturday at Skeggy. That's going to be like a million times worse than Kev Waller. Like,
I mean,
James reckons it's going to be like sardines.
Yeah, it's going to be sardines. You're not allowed chairs, that's why.
A bit like the My Meeting then.
No, that would be bigger than mine. That would be bigger than mine.
I was going to say, probably even worse.
I could literally tell you tomorrow night how rammed it is.
Yeah.
Because it'll be rammed tomorrow.
My Meeting, they rammed that out.
Oh, you think they rammed that out? Have you ever been to a Kingsland F1 World Final?
No.
Well, you're going to find out soon.
Next year?
Yeah, next year.
Disclosed, confidential. They didn't say nothing.
I don't know where the World Final will be next year.
Where do you guys think it's going to be next year?
Scunthorpe.
Buxton.
Yarmouth.
Yarmouth World Final.
Scunthorpe.
Aldershot.
See you later, mate. Thank you for joining.
Scunthorpe.
Cheers, random channel. Cheers for joining.
It's a bit like Swaffham though. They don't really crash.
Has Swaffham ever had an F1 World Final? I know they had F1s there in the 90s.
Nah, never had a World Final Swaffham.
Swaffham was awesome for F1.
Sounds like something a recording would say, but it's not a recording.
You've got actors in the chat because they know where they're going to say anything.
We're just fortune tellers, mate. We can see into the future.
Yeah, Matt Newson's going to win the World Final.
Yeah.
There's your fortune
teller. And Tom is going to explode.
This is a recording in the future. Tom Harris is buried in turn 1.
His engine blows up on the start grid.
Engine blew up. Congratulations.
Inez is the world champion.
Tom Harris's car falls apart like a Roblox character.
The Roblox sound.
Oof. Swaffham is a good track, only practice there. Yeah, when Swaffham wasn't ran by people.
Prime days of Swaffham.
Going on to what you're saying about practice in there, I haven't seen Matt Newson practice at Swaffham this week. Because obviously I drive past the track, obviously, for work.
He did it last week, didn't he? I think.
He did it last week.
Do F1 drivers go there to practice today?
Yeah, Matt Newson goes over there to practice.
I've seen him there.
Frank does open days at Skeggy, so you can go drive a stock car at Skeg, and Matt does his at Swaffham.
I was going to say, if you can literally practice at Skeg, why would you go all the way to Swaffham? Then
he's closer to Swaffham. Yeah, Matt's closer to Swaffham.
Yeah, Frankie's closer to Skeg.
Frank does Skeg. Yeah, Skeg.
Yeah. Frank does Skeg, so he's closer there. Matt is closer to Swaff.
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 Just
I love the track Swaff, mate.
Doesn't deserve the full
Swaff,
name.
yeah. Swaff's
Doesn't
brilliant,
deserve
mate.
the full-
It was up
Yeah,
for
no,
sale
Captain-
recently. Yeah, it was.
Captain, yeah, it was.
Swaff definitely ain't boring.
1.6
Forget
million
Swaff, bring
quid.
Cov back.
Bring Cov, yeah. I want Cov back. I don't care about the 3-hour journey. Bring Cov back.
We've said it before. It would be nice for Trackstar to buy Swaff, but it's never going to happen.
Hi
Just
guys,
like the name
introduce
Swaff.
yourselves, please. I'm.
What do you mean? No. You just. That's James.
That it's I.
I'm Riley. Ash is here. Say hi, Ash.
Hi, I'm
And that's
Stokely.
Mason. Say hi,
Ashley.
Mason.
Hello.
Hello.
There's Mason.
Yeah.
Hello.
And I'm James. I'm Jahamis. And the track
James is
surf isn't
the
the
big-
isn't
Yeah,
well, not the
best.
big
that
boss.
One, that one
but
having a stroke is James.
Yeah,
James
but
does more than me on this channel, so I'll call him the boss.
doesn't have enough
James
pit
is the
space
big
for a world
boss.
final. Yeah, big boss.
I can't believe we've been live
The
for almost
big
an hour
man.
and a half now. Bloody hell.
James did figure last 15 minutes.
Christ, that went quick.
Yeah. But yeah, is there anything else we need to talk about, guys?
Two
I
leagues.
mean,
we
if,
haven't
you,
gone
if
for
you're going to go into Sunday, then obviously the shootout, but it's only round one, so it doesn't really mean anything.
I mean,
Two leagues.
obviously we got the saloons and the F2s and the junior F2s on. Riley, are you going Skeg tomorrow?
Yes.
Oh, go
Junior
on, the boy.
F2s?
Junior F2s. It's a Dutch formula. It's just Dutch drivers.
Oh.
Tomorrow night starts at 6 o'clock. We've got 2 litre saloons, BriSCA F2s,
Yeah.
junior
I
Dutch
might not
F2s,
be
and
there
overseas time trials.
I might not be there tomorrow.
No, I won't be there tomorrow.
No, Riley will be the only one going tomorrow.
I'll probably be
So for you guys that
If I
are
could-
for you guys watching the videos that watch our videos, Riley will be filming tomorrow at Skegness. So he'll be
not the proper
filming.
camera.
He'll be film.
James
He'll be. Sorry, I'm coughing. Riley will be filming on his phone tomorrow, so he'll be filming the saloons, the F2s, and the Dutch F2s. Then Saturday, I will be filming with my camcorder, and that will be the same
Thank
for
the Lord.
Sunday as well. So, bit of different, varying quality, but maybe even some different angles as well. And we will probably make an after movie of the World Final weekend at some point once the weekend has come to a close. And just remember, I think tonight I'll try and get the advert for the Micro UK Final up as well. And yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, it's going to be a cracking weekend.
Just quickly on a comment in the chat, it says, what history do you guys have with F1? Are you all long-time fans? I think, I don't want to boast myself, I think I'm the longest F1 fan here.
Yeah.
My first meeting was I was a month old, and then
I-
just followed ever since.
I've been
I'm
following.
still-
Oh, you go.
Go on, Mace.
Wait, what's- I'm still technically a rookie. Like I
I
started
was gonna
watching
say.
last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me and Mason are quite new to this. This will be my first world final, so yeah. I think
And
first
mine.
BriSCA meeting in general, isn't it for me?
Oh, you've been to a BriSCA before, I think.
You've been to
I
F2s.
don't
Ellen?
think I have.
You've been to
Ash, you-
F2s.
F2s, yeah, but not F1s.
No.
Ash,
Yeah.
Micro UK, when you raced that, they weren't BriSCAs, but they were V8 stock cars, but they're basically the same thing. So you technically have, but you also haven't.
So yeah, it'll basically be my first world final, my first F1 meeting in a way.
We'll transport him from a banger fan to an F1 fan.
I've been a
No,
that will never happen.
I've been an F1 fan since 2019. I went to the
Bangers
world
are still
final.
superior.
I went to the world final in 2019. I went to the world final last year at Northampton, and I'm going again this year on Saturday for the F1 world final. So it'll be my
I'm trying
third
to
world
count how many
final.
world finals I've been to.
You've been to a lot, I think.
I don't know if I went 2006. I definitely went 2008 Ipswich. 2009, I think I went. 2010 I went. 11 I went because that's pool one. 2012, 13, 14, 15, 16, 22,
Rev limiter,
no,
mate.
23,
Thank you.
and then this year. So I think
Thank
this
you
is
very
my
much, Rev
12th.
Limiter.
I think this is my 12th world final.
Fucking hell. I've only been to 2. This will be my third.
Another question though.
How did
Yeah.
you all get into sport? My family's grown up with it. My granddad used to race, Mick Gale, number 18. So I know it from there, and we're close. We're pretty much family friends with Paul Harrison, so we know
Yeah.
from him as well. My
If you
cousin
don't
mechanics
mind,
fan.
If you don't mind, I'll go next.
Go on then.
When it comes to, it's kind of weird. When it comes to bangers, it was mainly family and that. My oldest brother, his dad done bangers and stuff like that. So that's how I got into oval racing. But then in actual stock cars and BriSCAs and stuff, it's mainly James and Riley both got me into it quite recently.
Because you were boring, man.
Now,
Wow.
with me, Bangers, I did go to a few meetings before, but then it wasn't until 2021. I think Mildo Teams of 4, the 2-litre Teams of 4 in November, Ash took me to that. And then that's what kind of got me into Bangers. But then stock cars is more like James just got me into them.
Yeah.
Because I've been watching Bangers since I was like a toddler. Like I remember my mum taking me to Lynn all the time. Like because that's when they done a lot of shootout rounds at Lynn as well. I swear they done more of them on like Halloween and that, didn't they?
Something like
Back
that.
in like 2012 and stuff like that.
So how I got into it is one of my first ever meetings I went to was a F1 World Qualifying round in 2011 at Kings Lynn. That was 2 weeks. That was 2 weeks before Paul Harrison won the British Championship there, and I remember I watched it for a couple of years. I only went to a few meetings, and I ended up not really liking F1s that much. So I kind of stopped watching them in 2013, the weekend of the Saloon British. That was the last time I saw them until the season opener in 2019, when I decided, sod it, let's give the F1s another try. Let's see them at Lynn. I saw 52 of them were booked in for that meeting. I'm like, I can't miss that. So I decided to check that out, and then I've fallen in love with them ever since. And I've been going to mostly every single Lynn F1 meeting since then, and I've been touring around a little bit the last couple of years, going to different tracks like Skegness, Northampton, Mildenhall, etc. Seeing them there, and they're one of my favourite formulas out there at the moment. So
was it 22? Random Wednesday night? I just said to James, do you want to start a stock car channel? He was like,
yeah, pretty much. And here we are, 2.5k subs, and you guys are in chat thanks to that night.
Yeah. I made a crappy logo and everything.
Mate, how far SORUK has come from the start of it. I remember you put in, like, I think it was maybe like a couple of weeks or months ago, Riley. You put the first ever like thumbnail to now, and oh my god,
mate! I'd say the channel's glowed up as just in jail, but it fully has.
It's a new channel, basically. It's not even glowed up. It's a new channel.
It's literally brand new.
I still remember the quality as well, because James was also using his phone. The quality was terrible.
It was dog.
Oh, it was awful. I won't lie. Since James got that camcorder, it's made me look utter crap though. I'm still on my phone. There's no need for me to get a camera. I barely do anything. 13, I think. It's not as good as the camcorder.
I was filming.
Yeah, it takes up so much storage.
I've been filming with a Samsung. I was filming with a Samsung S21 until this year when I got a camcorder.
And thank God for that.
Yeah, it's the best It's the best 700 quid you could ever spend.
It's the content and the look for that. Oh, I remember when you went to Skeg Good Friday. Just the look of it was amazing.
Yeah. If any of you guys have any more questions, I think we've gone through most of the stuff that we needed to today. So if you guys have any more questions, then feel free to ask.
One banging podcast later.
One banging podcast, yes, lad. Let's see, 1998 through 2011, at least for me. Cool. Go on, boy.
At least you got 2011 in there.
Yeah, 2011.
My favourite one. I remember running down with Lindsay Harrison from the grandstand, Paul's wife. Went running to the front of the chat with her when Paul won.
Rolling back the years, I used to travel to tracks in 155 Brian Tuplin's coach with his F1 team. I don't know who that is.
I'm trying to think who that was, because I know quite a few old drivers. I don't know. Retro cars. Yeah, there is Heritage. Heritage? Am I saying that right?
They'll have old school Heritage cars there.
Yeah, there's old cars there. It would be quite cool. They got a mat race, I think.
They've got some new Heritage cars there as well that we've never seen before.
Yeah, are they going to do a match race? So yeah,
that'd be cool. Final question.
Sprint cars there, so we could have some sprint car premium.
Next stream when? I imagine next stream I reckon will be just before the Speedworth Unlimited Banger World Final, so that'll be in a few weeks.
My territory.
Yeah, not mine.
Mine as well.
That time I'll be the stupid person. I'm like, I don't know who that is.
Who's Bodger?
I know who Bodger is. I went to one BWS round, and that was this year with you.
Who's Kieran Bowman?
I know who Kieran is. I'm not that stupid.
All right then. Who's Joe Jeeves?
The one that Ash screams for.
Actually,
Am I
it's
wrong,
James
Ash?
Ellis. Actually, get your facts right.
Oh, same thing.
Same thing, is it? Well, they
Well,
just
yeah,
one person now.
That was
Well,
a special
technically.
night, to be fair. Yeah, that did look cool. That was a good world final as
mate,
well. That was an
2011
awesome world final.
amazing. I'll never forget that night.
Time to clear the calendar then. Yeah. So we'll be.
I remember going back from 2011, going into pits when Paul pulled in, and there's just champagne pulling everywhere. Just everybody taking a sip of champagne.
And
there's a
there's-
Burger King crown on the trophy at one point.
And there's a young Riley Gale just trying to catch as much alcohol into his mouth as he can.
Yeah, I stood on the bus like, am I gonna have any? It's like, hello.
I bet you started whinging after that. Like, why couldn't I have any?
I want alcohol.
I really hope one of Big Dave Mellor's cars is on display if they have a retro display. Just any
That'd be cool.
any old cars there will be awesome. I can't wait for it.
Dave Mellor 304. Can't quite remember his number.
I wouldn't know.
I think he's 304. Any more questions?
Anything else?
Flood 'em in. Come on, flood 'em in.
Come on, guys. Ain't got all day. Come on.
I was gonna say, if there ain't much questions, we might have to end it.
Yeah.
Because we've gone through
Yay.
most of the stuff.
They
Time
said
to
that,
end.
they're all gonna flood in.
You just have like 20 questions to answer at once.
just keep your eyes out on the channel because wild final content's gonna come good.
Yeah, it will be good. We will supply you with as much footage as we possibly can. And you guys will be eating good. We'll try and get them out as quick as possible as well. Keep an eye out on the YouTube channel tomorrow night when Riley gets the videos out. And keep an eye out on Saturday night. Once I return back, I'll get the World Final vids up as soon as I possibly can.
I've got no Wi-Fi at the caravan, but I'll try and get the videos up. If not, they'll be Sunday, but they should be up Friday, tomorrow.
Yeah, that'll be good. Or Saturday night, at least you get the Friday vids up.
Yeah, as soon as I can get any signal, I'll upload them.
Andy Smith is my favourite ever driver. I mean, that's understandable. He was incredible.
He was quality.
My mum was a massive Dave Mellor fan. I mean, I don't really know him. I'm not very good with my heritage F1 news. Thanks for the great stream, lads. Thank you very much all for tuning in. We wasn't expecting a turnout like this, but we're glad we did it now, and we will definitely be doing it again in the near future. We'll mainly do it for big meetings, so like the Speedworth World Final, the F1 World Final, etc. All the big championships, basically.
2 Litre Banger World Final.
I don't know if we're going Bradford CML. I don't know. It'll be up to James.
I'll try and go Bradford next week if I have the money. SORUK on top. You know, Rev Limiter. You are the boy. But yeah, if I have money, I will be at Bradford on the 21st. I'll try to go to as many shootout rounds as I possibly can, but a lot of these tracks that are holding them are a bit far away from me. I am definitely doing the Skegness Speed Weekend in October for the shootout.
Is Bradford 21st September?
Yeah, Bradford's on the 21st September.
Yeah. I would go, but I'll put it in.
Yeah.
Do you think it's a shame no Smiths are in it? Well, yeah, but they do race F2, so it's not like it completely disappeared.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
You don't need to do Bradford if you don't want to. It's up to you, innit?
Well, I kind of want to do Bradford. That's the thing.
We've got at least.
It started anyway.
We've got at least 4 shootout rounds.
Yeah.
We've got Sunday, 2 in Northampton, 1 at Lynn. Hopefully we can do the finale because hopefully.
Well, no, we got 2 more as well. We got the Skeg Weekender.
Oh yeah, Skeg as well. Sorry, I forgot about that. And hopefully the finale where Silver Roof will go to 1 of 6 drivers.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll be doing Gala Night though. I might do Rookie World, which we will be doing a podcast for. So
if this is the year of Tom Ingram doing touring, doing stock cars, you'll be pissed.
Yeah, I mean, if Tom Ingram's doing it, I'm doing Skeg. I don't care. Tom Ingram's doing it. Do you think it's a shame no Smiths are in it anymore? Well, yeah, it's a shame that the F2 Smiths aren't doing the F1s, to be honest. But, you know, it's so much money. You can't exactly blame them. I've shared a link on Stocksnet as promised. Hopefully it gets you some extra views and or subscribers. Thank you very much, Captain. It means a lot. Thank you all for the support on the stream. You have blown our expectations out of water. We did not think
we only started this to try and get stock cars more popular.
Yeah, and here we
only
are.
Wanted to get the word out there, stock cars, bangers, everything, just to get it more popular.
Speedway, definitely. even though I don't talk about Speedway much because it's now into the off season, which tonight they have got the playoff semi-final one second leg tonight. Ipswich out, hopefully. Hopefully, Speedway will get more popular soon.
Hopefully.
I think we've got Speedway on the channels.
Yeah, we do have a couple
we've
of
got
Speedways.
a few videos. We've got a few meetings.
The last Speedway I did was before last year's UK Speed Weekend.
This weekend's going to be quality.
Yeah, this weekend's going to be awesome. And I hope you guys are looking forward to it too. Keep an eye out on the channel for loads and loads and loads of footage, because that is what we are giving you. So
we'll try and put a post out as well in the community as quick as we can of who's won and who's doing this.
We'll do bits and bobs here and there. We'll try and get news out as quick as possible, for you guys. Get the videos out, and you guys are in for one hell of a treat. That is for sure. It's going to be an awesome World Final weekend. Thank you all very much for tuning into the live stream. It greatly means the world to us. Thanks, guys, and enjoy your racing. Looking forward to watching the videos afterwards. Absolutely, Linda. Thank you very much for tuning in. And we will see you guys very soon. The next podcast will be before the World Final at Ipswich for the Unlimited Bangers. So that will be in just over 3 weeks' time. So thank you all very much for tuning in. And we will see you this weekend at Skegness. See you in a bit.
Guys, later.
Don't say we can't, oh, just don't say another word. These thoughts you've imagined aren't real, aren't adding up. You fetched your ideas from nowhere, all from another world. Your logic's impaired, your full picture is cropped. Cause we both know one day they're just gonna try again without